Here now to discuss what the GOP can do going forward, RNC Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel. Thanks for joining us. First, I want your thoughts on all of these races. I thought the votes were in. We have preliminary results announced. We even had concessions given in Florida, and now it's game on. Whoever can play this legal game the best, I guess, and find ballots in school libraries. I don't know. It gets a bad taste in everyone's mouth, Ronna.
Well, I think what's happening in Broward County should concern every American. That Rick Scott came out of election night with 55,000 votes, a 55,000 vote lead over Senator Nelson, and every day that has shrunk. The Broward County clerk, Brenda Snipes, was required by law after the polls closed on Tuesday night to within 30 minutes to share how many early votes had been counted or cast in that county. She did not abide by the law. She's also been required by law to give count totals every 45 minutes. She has also ignored that law. She is breaking the law, and she is breaking the trust of our democracy with the way she's handling this process. It is frightening. Legal teams are engaging, but this is something that Democrats and Republicans should be coming together on, because I don't know how these 80,000 votes came out of thin air, and why isn't she following the law set forth by the state of Florida?
Well, where do you see it going? The legal aspect of it's could draw this thing out. The longer it's drawn out, the less faith everyone has in process. Perhaps whoever emerges will be tainted in some way or another. It's a despicable situation. I'm wondering why they allowed this to happen in the first place.
Well, you know, there were lawyers on the ground. The Broward County office, they only let you see the vote through a glass. You don't get to have a lot of transparency. I mean, this is the least transparent process I've ever seen on the ground, and it is because of this clerk. She is ignoring the law time and time again. These ballots are being found. Nobody knows what the vote total was. She won't release that. I do think she should step aside. I think it's time for the Secretary of State to get involved. There has to be action taken. There's lawsuits being filed. But this is a shame, and everybody in our country should be worried about this. It is 4 days after the election, and they are still counting votes in Broward County. And think about that. Out of 67 counties in Florida, only two Democrat-run counties have had problems finding their votes. And you know, these hurricane-ravaged counties in the Panhandle of Florida were able to get this done. Miami was able to get this done. Why can we not get our elections done right in this country? And why does it always come down to Broward County and Brenda Snipes?
Yeah, and you know, it's also kind of interesting is that all of the complaining, pre-election complaining and finger-pointing, were Democrats suggesting that their right to vote was going to be usurped or robbed in some way. And so before I let you go, any lessons for the Republican Party with the outcome in the midterms? I know you're pretty happy thus far with the Senate, but anything with the House, anything with the candidates that won or lost, anything that make you think we may have to tweak our approach to how we're doing this?
Well, I think one of the things is the vast fundraising advantage our candidates faced. 96 of our candidates were outspent 2-to-1. We just can't win elections if we're being outspent. Many races we were outspent 5-to-1, 10-to-1. The Democrats were able to harness those small dollar donations. We've got to find a way to compete so that we can get our message out. You know, when you can't talk to the voters and introduce yourself and share your thoughts, and you're being outspent by that amount, it's a concern. So that's certainly something our party has to work on, and recruiting good candidates is going to be part of that too.
Ronna, thank you very much. Appreciate it.